got bad news. I've got bad news. I'm out of LaCroix. And I was supposed to go to the store, and I didn't. I was too lazy. Hello, Hollow. Welcome in. Welcome in. Happy Wednesday. Halfway through the week. I am out of everything. I have got to get to the store. I was supposed to go after the gym, but then I finished at the gym. I need to start, if I'm going to the store, I think I got to start going before the gym, because whenever I'm back from the gym, like whenever I finish, I never have the energy to actually go to the store. Plus, I don't want to be all sweaty. I want to be all sweaty. Hello, chatters. Hello, Citrus. Welcome in. You're a bit quiet, or your music. It's probably the music. Is this better? Okay, so I've been trying to figure this out. I don't like the way my microphone sounds at 100%. I usually operate it at like 90%. The problem is I'm just not very loud. Is this better, by the way? This should be better. I'm just not a very loud person when I talk normally. When I get excited, I like get very loud. But when I talk normally, I'm not a very loud person. This should probably be a little better. Actually, this should probably be like, the music's probably almost non-existent now. It sounds good. Okay, cool. I will say I wanted to try and maybe do the Ace. I was watching back and I thought the Ace Attorney music was a little quiet. I mean, if you guys can hear it fine, that's what matters. But I was like, it's a little quiet. So I was going to try to turn the Ace Attorney volume up a little bit. Okay. I don't have 3 hours in me like I had 3 hours in me yesterday. I probably got like 2. So I will cut the yapping that I normally do so we can get into it. Before that, though, just a heads up. It's not on the schedule, but I do have a long form video coming out tomorrow. I think I have it scheduled for like 6 p.m. Eastern. Somewhere around there. You know, I'm slowly realizing something with where I live in my new house. How is this for the volume? Let me actually get into the game first. It was part 1 and yes, episode 2. The time is 1 a.m. Please. Oh, we're automatically going. Okay, I guess we'll get the beep, beep. I did not expect it to go into it this quick. 1 a.m. Please don't make me do any number puzzles. Detective, we've made it. Whew. What a relief. Glad the jewel's still safe. Gumshoe? You said it, pal. It must have been our rock-solid security. Would you mind opening up the safe just to double check? Whoa. The jewels are gonna be gone. Did Gumshoe mess up again? I hope this wasn't his fault. He just got his job back after all. Oh, the jewels are gone. Mask Damask. I wonder if he knows Shelly the Killer. Out front! Guards! Turn on the searchlights! Better luck next time, gentlemen. Maximilian Galactica. He's done it again. Excuse me, but I'm afraid I must be leaving now. We shall meet again when the next moon is full. Mask to mask. Salutations. Is it a robbery case? Or is it a interesting. We didn't see a murder scene. I wonder. I assume it's Ace Attorney. There's got to be murder somewhere in here, but that's very surprising. Maybe this is more of a how was the music there? Could you hear it? If you thought it was good, I'm going to mark this decibel down so I don't forget it. Hopefully we get something where no one died. And you know what? I wonder if theft cases pay a little bit more. October 11th, it's the headcanon birthday for Phoenix. Oh, interesting. Your headcanon or The community's headcanon. Sounded good. Maybe a little quiet. Well, we'll go from 15.9 to 15. And then that should be good. All right, 14.9. Hope you're not too picky. Anyway, I was saying, before we get into it, man, I am now realizing as we get into warmer and warmer weather, I think I need a separate AC unit in my upstairs streaming setup. It gets hot. Heat rises. And if I turn the AC on, the problem is then my office is like super nice. And then downstairs is like really chilly. But if I don't have the AC on, then downstairs is like perfect. And then upstairs feels like you're sitting in a sauna. The Phantom headcanon's Phoenix birthday on October 11th or 12th for a few reasons. I can't remember them all. Interesting. This case is a woozy, huh? Hope you didn't need those numbers. Oh, no. I didn't remember them. I really hope I didn't need those numbers. Hey, Nick. Get a load of this. Are you listening? You can clean the toilet later. This is important. What are you freaking out about now? Today will be the last time you talk to me that way. Huh? We're about to hit the big time. Big time. And what do you mean by we? You don't mean you and me are... Haha, don't be silly. I'm talking about me and Pearly, of course. Did we hire Pearl? Hello, it's a pleasure to see you again, Mr. Nick. Pearls, you haven't changed a bit. Wait, what are you doing here? How much time has passed, I wonder? Haven't you heard, Mr. Nick? Here, take a look at this. What's this? Some kind of poster. Treasure Exhibition, the Sacred Urn of Karain Village. Wait a second. That's the one that Pearl broke, right? That's right. It's our hometown. Pearly and mine, that is. What's this about treasures from the boonies? Haha, very funny. You can laugh all you want, but you'll be singing another tune tonight. Tonight? What about tonight? The Treasures of Karain exhibit doesn't actually start until next week, but the promoters sent us some special VIP entry passes. That's why I dressed up extra special today. What do you think, Nick? I think, Maya, you look pretty much the same as you always do. Same Maya, different day. This young lady here is Maya Fey, the younger sister of Mia Fey, my friend and mentor. I first met her 2 years ago. Wow, it's been 2 years now. I was working on the case surrounding Mia's death, and ever since then, I've been the one who's been keeping this law office afloat from behind the scenes. Well, I don't know about that. Man, let me just say, Maya has a really bad track record of first big cases in the game. I really hope she doesn't get dragged into something. I really hope she doesn't end up behind bars again. I don't know if I can defend her for a third time. I don't want to push my luck. Don't forget the urn was broken by Maya and Mia too, like a decade before Pearl's. Wait, was it really? Oh, I didn't even realize that. I totally forgot that. It's just cursed to be broken by each new generation of the Fays, huh? Actually, that's just a cover for her true identity. In reality, she's a spirit medium and a bit of a shady character. Hey, who are you calling shady? Urn is definitely going to get stolen and somehow they're going to blame Maya for murder. No, no. She can't handle any more. She was hostage not too long ago. And this little girl is Pearl Fey, but I usually just call her Pearls. She's Maya's cousin and a spirit medium in training herself. I know I'm a bit young, but I want to help in any way I can, Mr. Nick. Karain Village is the home of the mysterious Karain channeling technique. And Maya here is the daughter of the Karain School of Channeling's master. You know, I wonder, if you remember, at the end of the first big case of Game 2, her aunt, Pearl's mom, said something about, like, her work wasn't done. And that she was going to make sure that Pearl is the only heir to, like, the master throne or whatever it was. And then we kind of never heard about it again. So I wonder if we're going to get more on that. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's no joke. I've seen her power with my own eyes. It's the real thing, all right. Earth to Nick, how long are you going to make two gorgeous women like us wait? Yeah, Mr. Nick, I can't wait any longer. I want to see the exhibit. I didn't realize the Karain village was such a big deal. I didn't know they had an exhibit. Looks like I don't get a choice here. Might as well head on out. Treasure exhibit poster added to the court record. A poster of the treasures of Karain exhibit. Speaking of court records, October 11th, 7:18 p.m., Lordly Taylor, main exhibit hall. Lordly Taylor, the city's fanciest and most expensive department store. Please, please let me have it. I don't have the whip. I really wanted the whip. Dang it. I was ready to roll in there and say, you thought you were safe, Your Honor, but there's a new boss in town. Dang it. Treasure exhibit, huh? I have to admit, I'm pretty impressed. Dang. So they brought, this isn't in Karain though. They brought all of this stuff, I'm guessing, to whatever city they live in. What do people call it? Japanifornia? This is awesome. Yeah, you can make even the cheapest junk look great. It all depends on how you display it. They even have the dusty old hanging scroll that was in the Fay Manor storeroom. Oh yeah, I remember scribbling on it when I was a little girl. On a family heirloom. Say, Nick, the person in charge of this exhibit is waiting for us in the basement warehouse. That sounds promising. All right. I guess we should go and say hello to the basement warehouse. Lordly, I'm going to struggle with this word here for like the entirety of this case. Lordly Taylor basement warehouse. Yep, this is a basement warehouse, all right. This place is scary. I feel like a monster could jump out at any time. She's not wrong. Don't be scared, Pearly. I'll protect you. You know, I gotta say, Maya has seemed to survive just the most extreme circumstances. At this point, I do trust her to defend us. Us, I say, not just Pearls. I will be hiding behind her as well. Oh, Mr. Wright. A monster? You were right. Everyone behind Maya. A monster? Adra! What are you doing here? Wait a second. Good evening. It's good to see you again. You? I know you. Nice to see you again too, little miss. What is Adrian Andrews doing here? I mean, I'm all for it. I did not expect her to come back so quick. A new job, I guess so. Hopefully this one isn't managing any samurai or wannabe samurai with maybe a little bit of a god complex. Hello. Is she a friend of yours, Nick? And how do you know her, Pearly? Nice to meet you. I'm Adrian Andrews. I'm in charge of the promotion and planning for this treasure exhibit. I'm also responsible for the security arrangements. Nice to meet you, Maya. Ooh, let me fill you in on what you missed while you were gone. Adrian sure has changed since we last met. So this is the warehouse. Really valuable exhibit items are still stored away in here. What have you been up to? Really has been a long time, hasn't it, Mr. Wright? Nick, what's going on? Who is this woman? Why are you freaking out on me? Ask Pearl. I just thought it'd be more dramatic if I got all worked up, that's all. I'm just now realizing it's been a minute since we worked a case with Maya. She smiles now, doh. The warehouse may be dreary, but it can't be any more dreary than working for Matt on guard, and we can attest to that. Mystic Maya, you shouldn't let him off the hook so easily. Please, Maya, don't say anything that'll needle Pearls further. Mr. Wright was there for me when I really needed help. It was something that happened 7 months ago. Aha. You remember, don't you? The Nickel Samurai case? Not really. I was stuck in a dark wine cellar. Did that escape your memory, Nick? I'm glad we can joke about it now. Oh no, it better not be old bags as security. No. No. I can't handle it. I can't handle it if she can't come back this soon. I can't deal with her that early on in the game. It feels like just yesterday that we were dealing with her on the stand again. I can't do it. After that, I quit being a manager and started this job. I don't think anyone could blame you. I'm sorry, Ms. Anders, if it wasn't for us. No, don't say... Dude, she's like beaming. She's really happy. I'm glad the whole thing happened. Thanks to you and everyone else that was involved, I was able to change my whole life. I really am grateful. I'm really impressed, Miss Andrews. Handling a huge exhibition like this must be very tiring. Well, Lordly Taylor is celebrating their 200th anniversary this year. The works on display in the main exhibition hall are worthy of the finest museums. Did you hear that, Pearly? The finest museums! That's really wonderful. So this basement warehouse is pretty well protected, huh? Of course it is. After all, there are some priceless treasures here. The security guards are all very highly trained as well. That sounds good. It also sounds a bit worrying. You never know who you're gonna run into. So what's with that face she's making? What's with that face she's making? I'm a little nervous. Let's see. Do you know about this? I wanted to do something nice for you and your friends, Mr. Wright. So that's why you arranged this exhibit, huh? I knew the Parade Village was the hometown of your assistant, Maya. I thought it would be great to let the rest of the world know about it, too. But that's not exactly thanking me, per se. Maybe, but who'd want to see an exhibit on the treasures of Phoenix Wright? Well, I mean, this thing's pretty cool. I think people would be pretty interested in a magical charm as well. I don't know. I guess I can't argue with that one. Nothing doing there. I wonder if there's anything else we can present her. Not really. Let's have a look around. Oh, there's really nothing that it wants us to see. Computer screen. Looks like it's hooked up to the security camera above. And that means what? Camera set up to take a photo of anyone that goes in or out of the storeroom. Then the data from the camera gets uploaded to this computer here. That's what. I see. That's some pretty high-tech stuff. I feel like there's probably not a lot to find if we haven't actually discovered a crime yet. But it looks like these are also the only two places that we can go. Check this out. I owe a great deal of thanks to that badge. It's the only reason that I'm still here today. I gotta say, if it's only been 7 months, she got off pretty easy for trying, well, not, I guess, successfully framing, but he needed to be framed, and it was a good thing that Matt Ungard was framed, but what's the word I'm looking for? Tampering with the crime scene? She must not have gotten that harsh of a sentence. Good for her. The Magatama is more of a Karain treasure. Yeah, but listen, Phoenix doesn't have a lot going for him. Maybe we can let him have this one. Oh, come on now. That's not true. I think what Nick means to say is it wasn't thanks to the badge. It was thanks to me. Tell the truth, Nick. I know that's what you were thinking. No, Maya. Huh. All right, maybe we do have to. Oh, we can slide. I see. Whoa. What is this thing? Mystic Maya, take a look next to the door. That's Mystic Ami, right? That's a statue of the woman who invented the Karain channeling technique, Ami Faye. This statue's on loan from one of the training halls of the Faye branch family. In fact, it just arrived this morning. Ami Faye's golden statue added to the court record, a statue of the founder of the Karain channeling technique, is holding the Shichishito. What is the Oh, aha, here we go. What's that creepy looking thing she's holding? Don't ask me. How should I know? How should you know? Maya, that's your ancestor. What do you mean? You are the future master, right? Maybe so, but this is the first time I've ever seen this statue. That thing is the Karain Shichishito. It's a ceremonial sword. Uh-oh. It's not a real weapon, so the blade isn't sharp. Okay, whew. I was getting a little worried there. Ah, phooey. I wanted to cut something. What are you eyeing me for? Oh, look. It's already 8 o'clock. Have you all eaten yet? Well, actually, I've already made a reservation at the restaurant on the 12th floor. Why don't we all dine together? Big happy group of friends. I like the sound of that. Dine. It sounds so fancy. I'll have the kids' lunch. I don't want to. Adrian, you're buying, right? You're buying, right? I technically lost the last case, which means I maybe need a little help on the financial front. I really appreciate a complimentary dinner for coming all the way here. Pearly, it's dinner, not lunch. Why don't you go for it and really eat your fill with a kid's dinner? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Slow your roll there, Maya. I don't know if we can afford the kid's dinner. In that case, one kid's dinner for me. Shall we head upstairs then? I was a little worried. I'm still a little worried that Shichishito is going to end up being an unfortunate murder weapon, but they said it wasn't sharp. After that pleasant evening, all that remained was to wait for the exhibition's opening. Ah, maybe we're on a slice of life arc. Ever thought of that? It was wonderful seeing Ms. Andrews looking so happy. None of us could have imagined that the very next day, well, something terrible would happen. There goes the slice of life arc. I love this game so much, I gotta be honest, we're off to a pretty good start. That first case yesterday, I thought was like really good. October 12th, 10:09 a.m., right in Kew Law Offices. Nick, this is terrible. You're cleaning the toilet again? You stopped me yesterday. Someone's gotta clean the toilet. I never knew you were such a toilet freak. Give me a break, would you? My brain just hit the snooze button for the 5th time. I'm gonna turn on the TV. She looks very determined to turn on the TV. We've got an update on the recent treasure heist. Based on clues found at the scene of the crime, authorities have announced that they believe it was the work of the renowned phantom thief, Mask the Mask. Mask the Mask? According to a spokesperson, Lordly Taylor received a threat letter some days ago. This is the 5th heist by this phantom thief who only targets rare treasures. Lordly Taylor? Well, Nick, what are you gonna do? Don't you dare go back to scrubbing the toilet. Treasure. Lordly Taylor, you don't think... Yes, now get up, Nick. It was stolen by Mask to Mask. I like that they include the star every time. Our most valuable treasure... The Karain Sacred Urn? No! Is it worth a lot in this state? After being repeatedly broken and put back together incorrectly, I may add. You know what? It's still one of a kind. It's still one of a kind. It adds flair. Yeah, it adds pizzazz. I wonder if they add it in like the news headlines if you read in the paper. If they keep the star in there. What? Refresh my memory a little. What's this sacred urn? It's only the most important treasure in Karain Village, that's all. Look, it's right there on the poster. Wait, why do they have... Is Maya smirking in the poster too? Don't you remember what's inside? The urn contains a very important soul. Namely, the soul of mystic Ami Faye. Well, you called that one. The founder of the Karain channeling technique. Right, Pearly? Yes, that's right. Oh, hold up. I thought that urn had the name Ami written on it. Now it says I am. Any idea how that happened, Pearly? Well... There are some things best left unsolved, wouldn't you say, Mr. Nick? I've never seen that urn before in my life. I don't know what you're talking about, Maya. 1 year ago, there was a murder in Karain Village, Maya's hometown. The sacred urn, it turned out to be an important clue in that case. Added to the court record, one of the treasures of Karain Village, supposedly priceless, it looks like a plain old pot. Okay, the toilet is shinier than the judge's head, so let's see what's next. What's wrong with you, Nick? What do you mean? Mr. Nick! Your beloved Mystic Maya's treasure's been stolen. Doesn't that even bother you? Don't call her my beloved. But my beloved is Dahlia Hawthorne, apparently. Or was Dahlia Hawthorne. But I thought the urn was the village's treasure, so I don't see how the village is Mystic Maya. She's the future master of the Karain School of Channeling. You know what I'm talking about, Mr. Nick. I won't let you say you don't. Okay, I do. So what am I supposed to do about it? Isn't it obvious? Go and find the bad guy who did this. Yeah, and get the sacred urn back. Okay. I'm not a detective. I'm a lawyer. That has nothing to do with this. If you're a real gentleman, you would find it for your beloved Mystic Maya. There's no winning against Pearl's fairy tale image of love. So, what's the name of this bad guy again? Mask Damask, Nick. Make note of it. Mask Damask. Last year was terrible. I was arrested and everything. 1 year ago, the murder in Karain Village. A man was killed during one of Maya's spirit channelings, and this urn wound up being the key piece of evidence that proved her innocence. Mr. Nick, would you mind not telling Mystic Maya about that? You promised, remember? You said you wouldn't tell her that I broke the urn. Yeah, that's right. Now I remember. This urn used to say Ami on it. Until she hit it with her ball. Until Pearls accidentally broke it into a million pieces. Wait a second, you're right, Hollow. He's not even... Not only is he not a detective, but he's not even the prosecution attorney. My job would be to defend Mask Damask if he came to me. She tried to secretly fix it. Let's just say it didn't work out so well. Sorry, I'm not so good at arts and crafts, or spelling either. Anyway, this is how her gluing project turned out. She put the pieces together wrong, and now instead of Ami, it says I am. Okay, this probably has absolutely no relevance at all whatsoever. However, this looks like I am. It also looks like 1 a.m., which is what they said in the very beginning cutscene when this was being stolen, right? The guy said, it's 1 a.m. Interesting. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too much into it. Can't believe no one's noticed this until now, a whole year later. I can't believe it myself. All right. You think I'm reaching? You think so? Guess we'll find out. I'm probably reaching. You're probably right. All right. Let's see if we can find some clues that might lead us to the bad guy. Oh, the original game was in Japanese. You're right. Okay, I'm reaching a little bit. Just a tad. But it doesn't look like anything has been disturbed. Looks pretty much the same as it did last night. He's a kind thief, that Mask Damask. He just comes in, takes what he wants, but he leaves everything else in pristine condition. Hey, you can't poke around here, pal. Pal? Oh no, not him again. Gummy! It's you, and I'm the one who should be saying not again. Why is it that every time something bad happens, you always show up, pal? Well, nice to see you too, Gumshoe. I should be asking you that. Aren't there other detectives? No, I should be asking you that. Well, I should be asking you that. What are you doing hanging around here? Hey, I asked you first. Why are you here anyway? All right, we got it. Why don't you two kiss and make up already? A love triangle? Phoenix, Gumshoe, and Edgeworth? No, it can't be. Hello. It's been a long time, Mr. Scruffy Detective. Ah, it's you, little missy. Actually, my name is Gumshoe. Detective Dick Gumshoe. Now's a good chance for you to try to remember it right. And if it's too long for you, you can just call him Dick. Okay, it's good to see you again, Mr. Detective Dick. Yeah. Good to see you again too, I guess. What's happening, Gumshoe? Mr. Detective Dick, can you tell us about what happened? Oh, you're trying to remember my name, atta girl. But really, it's just Gumshoe, okay? Add Larry into the triangle, now it's a rhombus. The thief stole something called the Sacred Urn. I know about that. Oh, well, the criminal's name is Mask Damask. I know about that, too. Detective, can't you tell us something other than that? Well, I guess I sorta kinda owe you guys, in a way. The crime occurred last night at around 1:30 in the morning. How exactly do you know that? We got an emergency phone call from a guard at the scene of the crime, pal. He said, all right, we're in the clear, everybody. We're in the clear. He said, whew. No old bag. You really know your shapes. Thank you. Once we get to 7 sides, I start to lose track, though. He said, the urn was just stolen. The scene of the crime. So here? Wrong. That urn was being kept under careful guard in the basement warehouse. The basement warehouse, huh? So who was guarding the basement warehouse? That guy. It's all his fault that the thief got away, pal. He solves one case and gets a swelled head thinking that he's an ace detective. Ace detective? Has he heard of the ace attorney? So why do you call him an ace detective? That's what he calls himself, pal. I didn't make it up. So, what's he like? Well, I told you, Master Mask has made 5 heists so far. On the 4th heist, Mr. Ace Detective managed to get the stolen treasure back. Wow, that is impressive. All by himself? Mm-hmm. I gotta admit it, pal. Maybe he really is as good as he says. Every time the thief sends one of his calling cards, we send our men on a stakeout. But none of us have ever gotten so much as a glimpse of the guy. But Mr. Ace Detective was able to retrieve the stolen treasure from the thief. Anyway, he's at the scene of the crime right now, looking for clues. Well, let's go meet this Ace Detective. Oh, you haven't heard? They go by Wendell Oldbag now. I can't handle it. I can't handle it. Don't even joke about it. The only person that I would like to see less than her is probably Ben. I hope I never have to see Ben again. Good news is I think it's a traveling circus, if I remember right. So hopefully he's gone. Hey, Detective Gumshoe. About this Mask Damask. Is he famous? What? You're joking, right, Nick? Mask Damask is the hottest thing since sliced bread. Sometimes he appears as a museum guard. Sometimes he appears as a big brown bear known to surprise unsuspecting... What? A bear? But underneath those disguises is the true Mask Damask. So he's some kind of master of disguise, huh? A master of masks, if you will. And he only goes after the finest works of art, pal. Last night, his 5th heist. If Lordy Taylor had only cooperated, I could have caught him this time. Then you knew he was planning on stealing the Sacred Urn? Of course I did. The guy always sends his calling card before he steals something. Calling card, huh? They mentioned that on TV. So what's this calling card? Here it is. But don't show it to anyone. Top secret, okay, pal? What's the mark on the front? That's his signature emblem, pal. You could say it's his mark. All of his calling cards have got it on them. They didn't mention that on the news flash. We're withholding that detail from the public for operational reasons. The only way we can tell if a calling card is real or not is by this emblem. Calling card added to the court record, sent before a heist, the emblem, top secret. So this guy's so cocky that he tells people that he's coming before it happens, huh? Interesting. Very interesting. Sorry, give me 1 sec. I will say, leaving your card before you commit the crime is a power move and a half. That makes sense. When you get famous, there are always imitators. Mr. Nick, if you work a little harder, maybe you can have your own copycats someday. Thanks. That seems like more trouble than it's worth, Pearl. I'm good. I'm good just living my life. I don't need any copycats. October 12th, Lordly Taylor Basement Warehouse. Lordly Taylor. No matter how many times we come here, this place always gives me the chills. It's probably because it's air conditioned to protect the art pieces, you know? Welcome to my private little banquet of chaos. Huh? The heck does that mean? Who the heck is this guy? I'm afraid I have very little to offer, but please make yourself at home. Who are you anyway? Shh, silence. Whoa! Not so close, pal. Now I see. It's all becoming clear. What do you see? Zvari! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. A lawyer and a spirit medium, neither very advanced at their trade. Excuse you, I would say Maya and I are like top cream of the crop of our trade. Am I wrong? Yes, I would argue you are wrong. That's scary. How did you know that? How, you say? The universal skeptic would say that is how, or would say that how is nothing but a question of why. I am a traveler of both time and space and a swimmer of dreams. What is he talking about? I can't make heads or tails of it. Without further ado, let me fulfill what should be the first duty of any gentleman and introduce myself. The name is Atme, Luke Atme. Luke Atme. That's a good one. Maya's less powerful than Pearl's, but she's trying at least. True. That's true. But I'd still argue that she's... I guess if there's only 2 spirit mediums and you're not the top one, then I guess you're not... I get fair. How many are there? Is it just those 2 that can channel? No, there's more. There's more that can channel. That's why there's a school of channeling, I assume. Ace Detective Luke Atme. Oh, hi. Don't let him intimidate you, Nick. Stand up and show him what you're made of. I'm not gonna lie, he is a little intimidating. If I ran across this guy in real life, I would be a little bit intimidated. There's separate families than the Fae clan. Okay, gotcha. Yes, that's right. They mentioned branch families. You're right. The name's right. Phoenix Wright. Ace Attorney! He said the thing! He said the line! I'm Maya Faye, a spirit medium. And I'm, Pearl Faye. I'm Mystic Maya's cousin and, spirit medium Ace Apprentice. Excellent! Well then, shall we begin our little game? Game? Why does the phrase one short of a baker's dozen come to mind with this guy? So, are you really as famous as you say? Of course, whoa, did not expect to see his second eye, I'm not gonna lie. That kind of caught me off guard. How does he get that to stay there? Hang on now. Of course, for a lawyer, you have a rather shocking lack of knowledge about the world. I had no idea anyone was left in this city that had not heard of me. Just look at me. I am Mask Damask's arch enemy, the ace detective. Look at me. At this moment, there are two mighty figures which loom large over this grand city. One embodies the nefarious forces of darkness, the other, the angelic cherubs of light. Boy, now I'm really lost. What's he saying, Nick? Don't look at me, Maya. How does this stay on? Now, this is a crazy balancing act. Or he's got a magnet in his head. I've been personally on the heels of this villain since his first crime. After learning this criminal's patterns, I thwarted his very latest loathsome larceny. I even returned the target of his tyranny, the portrait of Megina, to the crime scene. And I did it all by myself. I took it back from Mask to Mask, with my brawny mind and my brilliant muscles. Yeah, they mentioned it on the news in the Great People Around Town segment. They said that the museum gave you an incredible jewel as a reward. Well, compared to the treasure that I retrieved for them, it's not much. So, in the end, the only thing that makes you great is your own self-praise. Tell us what you know about Mask to Mask, and keep it simple, please. Like about how I have devoted my life to thwarting his dastardly deeds. Last night, here in the bowels of this store, we were locked in a most glorious battle. I see. Huh? Hang on a second. You were here last night? In Lordly Taylor? Naturally. Wherever Damask goes, you will find at me laying his elegant traps. Elegant traps, huh? More like Damask out-eleganced you and made a beautiful getaway. But this time, I allowed him to escape with the illusion of victory. Is that so? You allowed him to escape. Okay, yeah, I'm sure. I wonder if I should ask him about what happened last night in more detail. Can you tell us exactly what happened here last night? But of course. After all, I always say there should be no secrets between aces. Flattery will get you nowhere, Pinocchio. I first received the request for my services 20 days ago, and it was 10 days ago that we received Mask to Mask's calling card. You were hired before the calling card arrived? Yes. You see, the person who hired me is quite rigorous and thorough. That's Adrian for you. A mere 10 days after hiring me, her worst premonitions were realized. A calling card arrived, right? Yes. So, ace detective that I am, I set a trap for the thief right in the warehouse and waited for him. Alone. Alone? But why? Why didn't you go to the police for help or maybe a security guard? Ridiculous! Why would I seek help from such a singularly useless group of nincompoops? This guy's got quite the ego, doesn't he? I can't say he's making a great first impression as a stand-up gentleman. You've got a lot of nerve. After all, it was you that let Damask get away. No, Phoenix, you're misunderstanding. He let him get away with the illusion of victory. But trust me, Damask is playing right into his hands. I always operate alone and concealed, out of the sight of others. Cornzeal? Don't try to understand what this guy says, Pearl. It's not worth it. Precisely. Even the guards on duty here were unaware of my presence. To fool your enemies, first you must fool your friends. It's my own original proverb. Anyway, back to what happened last night. As I was saying, I hid here in the warehouse and waited for the thief to arrive. But I swear to you, not a solitary soul came through that entrance. Nevertheless, the sacred urn disappeared. But that's impossible. They couldn't just disappear. How, you ask? Don't be ridiculous, Sir Lawyer. If I knew the answer to that question, I wouldn't be here. For someone who seriously messed up his own stakeout, he's rather full of himself. So you're saying that even though no one came through those doors last night, our precious urn still somehow vanished from under your nose? That's just not possible. I don't know. This guy... Am I wrong to think he's a little suspicious? First of all, big long nose like Lion Pinocchio. Second of all, and they even called him Pinocchio. They even threw the reference in there. Second of all, he's saying he always operates alone. Well, isn't that convenient? I'm not saying that he's Mask Damask. I'm just saying he's a little fishy. He's been on Mask Damask since Mask's first crime. And he gets rewarded heftily when he returns to... I'm just saying, this guy's a little suspicious. How you feeling about this guy? Suspicious. Very suspicious. Do I think it's a little early that we met the I don't think he's actually Mask Damask, but I'm saying if he ends up being related to the crime somehow, I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised in the slightest. All right, let's check this out. What is this pink gunk? Sir Lawyer, please refrain from such crude behavior. What do you mean? This criminal is an artist. The crime scene is the canvas upon which he paints. Whoa! This gives me the creeps. Only I, Ace Detective Atme, have an eye which is educated enough to read the signs. Could you translate that for me, Nick? I don't think I can, Maya. I think he pretty much said, don't touch anything, amateurs. If there's something you wish to know about, you have but to ask Atme. I know everything there is to know about my rival, Mask Damask. What do I do now? Does he have any top secret information? Stuff that only a real crime buff would know? I'll think about what to ask while I listen to what Mr. Ace Detective has to say. Okay. Oh, so we already... Oh, we can't touch anything. I see. He just won't let us investigate. All right, well, up to Ace Detective. My Ace Detective is Detective Gumshoe. Not this guy. Not this phony. Let me see this here. 34. An Ace Detective has great powers of deduction, yet rarely makes sense. Do. Alrighty, then let's see. Let's do... Do I have anything I can present to this guy? Probably the calling card, right? Oh, Phoenix profile! Me? What more can I say? This is my 3rd year as a young but skilled lawyer. He's writing about himself now? Wait a second, we didn't have a profile before, did we? You can also show profiles to characters now during investigations. Could you not before? I thought you could before. Maybe not. Huh. Phoenix didn't always have a profile, did he? I don't think so. Mask Damask's calling card. It's got his emblem printed on it, right? Quite impressive, but I would expect nothing less from my arch rival. I'm surprised to see you in possession of such a top-secret piece of information. Well, we've got an ace lawyer and an ace spirit medium and an ace cousin apprentice here. Yes, indeed. I think I could learn to like you, my fellow ace professionals. This is the first time seeing his portrait. That's what I thought. What a dapper young man. I don't know if I really want this guy to like us ever. Well, Sir Lawyer, I've been told that you two are pursuing the mysterious thief. I mean, I'm not sure. That's right. Okay, I guess we are. We're gonna find the sacred urn no matter what we have to do. Excellent. I will trust you. I permit you to take a look around while I investigate elsewhere. If perchance you should discover something of value, Return then to my office. My office of earthly delights, the Atme Detective Agency. Office of earthly delights? Well then, sir lawyer, if you'll excuse me, I have much to do. Wait a minute. What a character. He's gone. I don't like the idea of doing this guy's work for him. Wait a second. Yeah, he just kind of shoved his work on us, didn't he? Come on, Nick. Don't worry about it. It's no big deal. Let's hurry up and investigate before he changes his mind. I want to go to his office too. Take me with you. No, we're not. No one's going anywhere. We're going here. We're examining the crime scene, and we're staying far away from wherever that guy went. That pathetic-looking wooden box. That's the box that had the sacred urn in it. What is the pink gunk? Don't touch it. There may be clues to the thief's identity on there. I worked so hard to make that box. You made that poor excuse for a box, Maya? What's that supposed to mean? The urn has always been on its stand in the winding way of Fay Manor, so there was no box suitable for it, Mr. Nick. And I was so proud of it. I'm just kidding, Maya. It's great. It looks great. Poor Maya. Maybe it'd have been better if Mask to Mask had taken the box, too. I'm guessing it's just paint on it, yeah? It looks like a part of a big signboard. All I can read on it is the burr. I've got it. Maybe it's supposed to say hamburger. Maybe. Why would anyone write hamburger that big? Like, maybe for the World Hamburger Festival or something? I kinda doubt it. I got it. Maybe it said spaghetti. Maybe. It could have said that. Maybe. I'm willing to bet not, but I could be wrong. Why are you talking about food? Oh, I mean, that's normal for you. Anyway, it says burr. There's no way it could be spaghetti. Well, maybe it was a typo. They might have said spaghetti festival. What do you think? There's still no Maybe, Maya. Okay, to me, besides spaghetti is the only thing more tangled than your reasoning. We'll let her have this one. Wow, this is awesome. What did Ms. Andrews say it was called again? Shichishito. It's literally 7-branch sword in Japanese. Or so says Ms. Andrews. Oh, it's pretty heavy. One hit, 7 times the fun. Pretty catchy, huh? I bet it'd sell like hotcakes. There's something about it that bothers me. You're really firing on all cylinders today, Pearly. This sword, wasn't Mystic Ami holding it last night? She's not wrong. And another thing, the sword wasn't bent last night like it is now. You're right. Wait a second, the entire statue's gone, right? Awesome, Pearly. I wouldn't expect any less from my little ace apprentice. The sword's bent, so that must mean last night someone used it somehow. Oh no. I just thought of something. Maybe Detective Atme smashed Mask to Mask with it. Like this. Put that thing down. No! I knew that was coming. What do you think, Pearly? I think it's even more bent than it was before. Maya, we can't be tampering with the scene of the crime. Shichishito added to the court record. A ceremonial sword held in the hand of Ami Faye's statue wasn't bent before the crime. The entire statue's just gone. Oh, no, it's not. It's right there. But it is moved. It was here, wasn't it? Pretty sure. Blunt force murder rather than choppy choppy or stabby stabby. That's what it looks like right now. Look what you did, Nick. You spilled paint over here. Me? I didn't do it. Well, it wasn't here last night. I would have noticed a color this outrageous. But this paint is already dried up. Well then, you should have cleaned it up before it dried, Nick. My bad, Maya. My bad. Paint doesn't dry that fast. Besides, I told you it wasn't me. Looks like it's been several days since it was spilt. Wait, the statue was covering it before. That's why we didn't see it. There's some kind of shape left in the bottom left of the stain. This guy looks like it looks like one of those derpy faces. You know what I'm talking about? You know the one? Like, something like that? You know what I'm talking about? It's an emoji. It's the emoji and he looks kind of sick. I'm going to stop talking now. Huh. You're right. I wonder what it could be. This moved. This was definitely here before, which is why we didn't see the pink stain. You know the emoji? Don't act like you don't know. The one he's like, he looks sick and his eyes are like kind of squiggly and his face is sideways and it's curving. My mouse is on here. So it's like you got the eyeball and the eyeball here. And then the face kind of goes like this. You know what I'm talking about? It's an emoji. I swear I didn't make it up. This statue of Mystic Ami is so cool. I want a gold statue of myself. We can put it in the office. It's Right & Co. How about a gold statue of me? Mr. Nick, sorry, but I noticed something strange. Pearl is firing on all cylinders today. I think so. It's the freaky one. It does look freaky. The statue of Mystic Ami. Was this where it was last night? No, it was covering the paint. I'm pretty sure it was closer to the door. Yeah, I think you're right. Great job, Pearly. I wouldn't expect anything less from my ace cousin. So the statue was moved on the night of the crime. Ami Faye's golden statue updated in the court record. Statue of the founder of the Korean channeling technique moved the night of the crime. Pearl is hella observant. Yeah, she's being a lot more useful than Maya is right now. Pearl is like, this statue's in a different spot. The statue is also holding this and now it's bent. And Maya's like, do you think Burr was for spaghetti on the sign? I love them both. I love them both. They are both integral to the operation. It says Organi. No, it doesn't, Nick. It says organize. You just can't see the last two letters. Yeah, well, I guess no one else could read it either because this place is a mess. Yeah, you must feel right at home, huh? What's that supposed to mean? One is just a tad bit more useful. Just a tad bit. Mr. Nick, what's that big door over there? It looks like it's the door to the actual storeroom. I can see lots of big boxes and stuff back there. I guess that's where they were keeping the sacred urn. Remember, Maya, Ms. Andrews said we're not allowed in there. I'm sure we'll be allowed in there at some point, I would hope. Aha! I wonder if the video camera caught anything. I don't remember this statue in this case. Maybe we've stumped you, even. How long has it been since you played this game? I know the other games it had been longer. It's a security camera. It's trained on the big door to the storeroom. Set up to take a photo of anyone that goes in or out. A security camera? Go stand in front of that door and it'll snap your photo too, Pearly. Mystic Maya, do you think I should smile? Nah, it's for criminals, so I think you should make a really scary face. Rah! Like this? Alright, here we go. Hey, Pearly, do you know what this is? It's a computer. A computer. Oh, I've heard of those. It has such a cute name. It looks like this computer is for storing the data from the security camera. Ah, it's probably the trap that the detective set up. Let's see if we can find last night's data on this thing. We might even find a photo of Mask to Mask. Let's see here. Man, I really stink at working these things. What's wrong, Mr. Nick? You're sweating an awful lot. I don't know how to pull the photos. I had no idea you were so pathetic with high-tech stuff, Nick. You know, Nick, I can relate to you in this regard, man. I'm also not very tech savvy. You wouldn't believe it. Or maybe you would. But if I had to set up my VTuber model again, I think it would take me a long time. I totally forget how I did it. Yeah, well, I managed to print out the camera data anyway. I guess you have to learn to crawl before you can walk, right, Nick? Sure. Anyway, it looks like the camera only went off once last night. Camera data added to the court record. The warehouse camera went off once at around 1 a.m. on the night of the crime. Interesting. Okay. A ladder. A step ladder. So what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on how narrow-minded, based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right. Sorry. Why do I feel like we've had this exact same conversation before? Why did Maya take so much offense to me calling this a step ladder? It looks like we have just about inspected everything that we can. Ah, excuse me. All right, I'm out of here. Back to the main exhibition hall. Oh, this ringtone gives me PTSD from the last case. I missed the end of the baby stream. What happened? Oh, so what happened was the, what was her name? Dahlia Hawthorne admitted to the crime, but said, "I'll see you in the future, Mia." So we don't know what happens. They kind of left it a little open-ended, which leads me to believe we're gonna build on it at some point. 7 years since I played the OG trilogy. Oh, then that makes sense. You can't remember everything. Hello, Phoenix Wright here. Oh, ho, ho, ho. It's me, Gumshoe. Gumshoe? What is it? What's so funny? I'll tell you what's funny, pal. I finally beat him. I beat Mr. Ace Detective. Finally! This underdog is the alpha dog today. That stuck-up detective's met his match. Yep, I finally caught him. Lock, stock, and barrel. There's no escape for him. Wait, he caught Mask to Mask? Case is over. Court is adjourned, everybody. We've solved this one. Credit goes to Gumshoe. We're gonna have to defend this guy, aren't we? You captured Mask to Mask? Bingo! Well, actually, he surrendered. But I still got him. Mask to Mask surrendered? That seems out of character. That's great. So when can we come and pick up the sacred urn? Well, you see, I was gonna tell you. What? Is something wrong? Do you think you can swing by the detention center sometime? The detention center? He wants to talk to you. Mask to Mask, that is. Mask wants to talk to me? He wants to talk to Nick? I'll be waiting for you, pal. So get over here soon. He wants to talk to me? I wonder, what does he want to talk to me about? Whoa, what is this place? Oh, this is his office. At Me Detective Agency. This is a detective agency. Looks more like the set of some B-grade horror movie. What could he want to talk to me about? I wonder if he knows me somehow. Are we going to have to... We better not have to defend another guilty guy. I don't have it in me. That was stressful. Hello? Is anyone here? Looks like nobody's home. I've also accidentally spoiled a thing or two through your playthroughs, thinking things happened later or earlier, but you haven't noticed, so no worries there. Yeah, I'm not stressing it. I'm really, it's not like you said, oh, this guy did it, this guy dies. Like you said, I probably won't even notice if I don't have the context behind it. I wouldn't worry yourself. What a waste of time. Hey, I know. Let's take that framed picture back with us as a memento. We should, Maya. This is the best thing you've said all day. Let's steal it. Don't you dare. No, don't listen to Phoenix, Maya. You listen to me. We're taking that. I'm so down. That would be so funny. All right, to the detention center. This guy is still here after 2 years. He is working the same job. He's got to love what he does for work, or he's got to get paid a great amount. He is always on his game. Hey, pal. Welcome to the detention center. You're sure in a happy mood, aren't you? Yup. After all, we got mask to mask. Right, but where's the sacred urn? Oh, sorry about that, pal. I guess I didn't really think about it before, but you're the victim in this case. Huh? Well, I guess I should let you guys hear the story straight from the horse's mouth. You know, he's right, Nick. He is? If you think about it real hard, we are the victims. I guess so, in a way. I'm so used to thinking of the victim as a dead person because we're always on murder cases. Excuse me. But anyway, I have to get the sacred urn back. Please, don't just ignore me. Who, this is him? This is Mask to Mask, huh? Who are you? I'm the Mask to Mask, okay? Hey, Nick, doesn't he look kind of, well, gangly? Phoenix dies! Oh no, oh no! I'm Ron Delight, the famous Mask to Mask. I don't think this guy could punch his way out of a wet paper bag. You're telling me this guy is the notorious criminal? The notorious thief? He doesn't seem very... What's the word I'm looking for? Confident. I was expecting someone with a little more swagger, a little more pep in their step. So you're the Mask to Mask guy? Yes, you bet. No, that's wrong. You see, it's complicated. Sort of yes and sort of no, if you know what I mean. What's wrong? Well, when I say wrong, what I really mean to say is that it's not right, per se. You see, it's not spelled mask to mask, it's actually mask to mask. I hope what's with this guy? He's a timid little weakling, we know that much. Don't do that. Don't look at me like that. I don't need your pity. And a major crybaby, too. This guy is the notorious thief, huh? The one that nobody could catch. So, why did you give yourself up? Well, you see, it's because, well, I know why. It's because you stole such a priceless treasure. And now you're overwhelmed with guilt. Am I right? Priceless treasure? That broken old urn? They did say it was priceless. I have a little favor to ask. Yes? What is it? Could you go and talk to Desi? Yeah, sure. I know who that is. Desi. So who is this Desi person? Please don't talk about my wife like that. Wife? I thought this guy was like 16. How old is he? 23? A bit of a pitiful guy. Poor Ron Delight. Poor guy. I guess she must be his wife. I'm sorry. The truth is, it was my wife that told me to have you all come here. Do you think that you could go and visit her at my hideout? Is this guy... I was expecting some plot twist, but this guy might actually be Mask to Mask. He's got a hideout and everything? Mr. Nick, what does he mean by hideout? Oh, sorry. Naturally, I meant to say my secret base. Secret base. Well, my apartment, actually. Okay. Palazzo Pelpepe, 3rd floor. Let's go have a look, Nick. To Mask's hideout, his 3rd story apartment. Something tells me she just likes the sound of the word hideout. Look, we really want our urn back, so where is it? I'm sorry, I'll give it back. I really will. Well, maybe not. I can't. I can't make promises I can't keep. I'll just end up hurting people. What was that? What was that now? Mr. Nick? I couldn't hear what he just said, especially the last part. Mr. Damask, do you think you could speak up a little? Yes, sir. I will. I promise. Well, maybe not. You see, I'm already speaking in my normal voice, so I really can't do anything. Mr. Damask, about the urn. Oh, yes, the urn, right away. Actually, no. I wouldn't mind telling you, but actually, I'm afraid you wouldn't believe me anyway. Enough already. Just tell it to us straight. Please don't yell at me. This guy, I'm shocked that he got away with his crimes for so long. I was expecting you know who I was expecting Mask Damask to be like? I was expecting him to be a Maximilian Galactica type guy. Very extravagant, very proud of what he does. That urn, I lost it. Oh no. You what? What did you just say? You lost it? Yes. No. Maybe. I mean, yes, I lost it. What do you mean? Well, you know. I lost it. Like I said, these things just happen. You're on the train and you get distracted, you forget your bag, you know. Yeah, but I can't say I forget the priceless historical artifact, Ron. You forgot our sacred urn on a train? Wait a minute. You went on the train dressed like that? No, I was just speaking hypothetically, that's all. Anyway, I'm sorry. I just lost it somewhere and I don't know where. This guy's story is more surreal than a Dolly painting. Are you really sure this creep is Mask Damask? I'm starting to have my doubts, Maya. I don't know. Something seems off here. Don't, Maya, don't call him a creep. At least not so loudly. Although I do have to admit, I understand your doubts about this guy. What on earth? Oh, that's Mask Damask calling card. It's your calling card. Pretty nice looking, huh? He looks so happy. I'm not very good at writing, you see. So I bought a book called How to Write Business Letters and studied hard. I guess you could call thievery a type of business. Appearances can be deceiving, I guess. I gotta say, he seems like a nice enough guy. I don't know. I wonder why he turned himself in, though. Something's not adding up. So it doesn't look like showing him the statue or the Shichishita is gonna do anything. He said to go talk to his wife at his hideout. Whoa! Okay, so this guy is Mask Damask, it seems. Alright, BRB, I'm gonna get water. It'll be like 10 seconds. What am I doing down there? Press is falling. He's okay. The barista lives. No worries. I know it. I don't know what makes maybe I should just, when I go to get like water, I'll just hide away. The one time my head like went upside down. I don't know why. I don't know why like the avatar doesn't just like stare directly at the camera or something when you walk away. He gets all deformed. Okay, so this guy either is Mask Damask or is a very big fan. No doubt about it. This is Mask to Mask's hideout, all right. Who is it? Is that you, Ronnie? Who is this? Who are you people? Are you Desi Delight? That's right. I'm Desiree. Oh, you must be the lawyer. And the victim. That's us. Your husband told us to stop by and speak with you. I'm Maya Fey, and this is Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Nikki Boy and Maya, huh? Nikki Boy? Now hang on. Who's calling me Nikki Boy? Their couple goals? The shy guy and the confident girl, they seem like a perfect fit. I think you should float up like you're blasting off BRB, getting water. I can't tell you how grateful I am that you decided to help my Ronnie. I did? I did decide to help your Ronnie? Are we sure? Well, you're welcome. Did she really call me Nikki Boy? About your husband. Can we about everything? What is going on here? You seem normal. Can you spell it out for me? You seem very normal. Isn't he the cutest? A bit weak sometimes, though. A bit? By the way, did you know they mentioned Maya on TV? Really? They said you only earn and that you're doing some shady training at a law office right now. Oh. Who can I talk to? Who can I talk to at the news about this? I disagree. Not with the shady, well, with the shady training, but where she's doing it. Don't lump me in with her. Remind me not to watch that channel's news program. She's not that normal. She's wearing tires for earrings. Is she really? Oh my gosh, you're right. She's wearing wheels. Holy. After I saw that, I thought it might be a good idea to meet the lawyer they mentioned. My Ronnie. He has a powerful imagination and gets deluded easily. He kept insisting he was going to surrender to the police. I didn't know what to do. It was me. I stole that urn, he kept saying, as if it was even possible. Wait, so he's not Mask to Mask. Are you saying he didn't? Of course he didn't. Why would my Ronnie ever do something like that? Well, you know, it's a priceless treasure, and he's, you know... Is it possible his own wife doesn't know his secret identity? Isn't that a big statue of Mask to Mask hiding behind her? Me? I'm the kind of woman that needs excitement in her life. Well, boy, you sure found it. Oh, excitement, huh? Yes, I'm at my happiest when I'm racing along with my bike going at full throttle. Ah, that explains the wheel earrings. Riding a motorcycle is like putting your life on the line, you know what I mean? I think that depends on how you ride it. I'm the type that can't stand living a boring, dreary old life with no action. No offense, but your husband Ron doesn't exactly look like the risk-taking type himself. You're right about that. He's definitely not one for thrills and danger. But I do have to say that he makes up for it in other ways. Other ways? Yes, money. Ronnie is incredibly rich and super generous. He bought me a bike that's so fast it would make your head spin. And shopping? I like to shop so much it makes Ron's head spin. The other day, it actually happened. His head actually started spinning. Talk about a high-maintenance wife. So where does Mr. Delight get all this money from? Ronnie's a security guard. They put their lives on the line, right? So they get paid tons of money in return. Tons of it. He's a security guard? Ron? That guy's... This man? He's a security guard. Maybe he's got like a hidden secret technique that he can unlock. And go, do they need a third? Listen, ma'am, I'm pretty broke right now. You just let me know. Oh my God. Can you tell us about what happened last night? What time did that incident take place again? What time was it again, Maya? Well, according to Gumshoe, I'd say around 1:30 in the morning. Last night was horrible. I got pulled over. Yeah, I always do my best flying at night. Flying? You're talking about your motorcycle, right? Yeah, anyway, last night I got pulled over by a policeman. I can't believe he caught up to me. It was a great chase, let me tell you. These two are perfect for each other. They're actually perfect for each other. I want to see a scene of Ron on the back of her motorcycle with her going 100 miles an hour more than anything. When he finally caught me, the poor man was as white as a sheet. It was about 3 in the morning when I finally got home. Sounds like she's got an airtight alibi. Well, what about Mr. Delight? I don't really know. We weren't together that time of the night. But when I got home, he was already fast asleep. So basically, he's got no alibi. Interesting. I am just a little confused. Do you know that he turned himself in? Because you're awfully calm. What do you know about this calling card? Forbid a woman as a hobby. Let her live a little, you know? You can't show her that, Nick. That emblem is top secret, don't you remember? Oops. Sorry about that. By the way, she just said top secret was a worse giveaway than what I did. When I hear the word top secret, it just piques my interest like nothing else. Sorry, I'm gonna have to put that one back, I guess. Huh. What about the urn? That's so mysterious looking. I love old stuff like this. Really? That's one of our most treasured possessions. There's gonna be a whole exhibit at Lordly Taylor with these types of things. Maya looks happy. She's lit up like a 1,000-watt bulb. Terrific. You can count on Ronnie and me to be there. Sounds like fun. Ronnie might have other plans, if I'm being honest with you. Did you show her Ron's profile? Not yet. That was next on my list. I showed her the urn. Looks like that light bulb is starting to flicker. A young man who turned himself in as Mask to Mask. I know he doesn't look it, but he can really get things done when he puts his mind to it. You're telling me. So when exactly does he put his mind to it? Well, not very often, I admit. What exactly does Ms. Delight see in her husband anyway? Wow, you must have really seen skyrockets when you first met to love him this much. Skyrockets? I didn't know people still used that word. Da-da-da. What else can I show you? I have so many questions. Oh, man. That's not gonna do it. I could show her the treasure now. Alright, let's do a little bit of guys. What's this? What? This isn't Old Bag's uniform, is it? Old Bag isn't the third, is she? This thing looks vaguely familiar. I know, it's a fishbowl. Well, an upside down one anyway. I think it's a helmet, an alien helmet. And that looks like a tape recorder or something next to it. I think it's a transceiver, an alien transceiver. Nick, do you think maybe you could act like a grown-up for a little bit? Getting lectured by Maya to be more of an adult. That's a new low. Whew, okay, just an orb. Just an orb. That makes me feel better. I was like, oh no. Oh no, I can't. We're talking security guards. I see the weird outfit that she had on. I panicked. These guys got a crazy house. Or a crazy hideout. There's a tape recorder hanging around the statue's neck. I'll be taking this crown now. Better luck next time, gentlemen. I can't believe this is the same guy. This can't be the same guy. I don't get it. What's this supposed to be, Nick? I can't believe that this is the same guy. He's gotta just be a mega fan. A torpedo! It's hard to believe, but it sure looks real. Where could he have picked up something like this? Please don't say that torpedoes are things people just leave lying around. I wouldn't put anything past this couple. Let's see, what else we got going here? Stack of books. They're all romantic sounding novels about famous heists and fantastic thieves. Wow, look at all the bookmarks and notes stuck into them. Let's see here. Note, must remember this thief's way of laughing. Very useful. Note, a calling card is an important part of any good thief's modus operandi. Wow, Ron really studied his stuff. Ron seems much more like a super fan than like a criminal. There's a whole bunch of stuff piled up over here. Duck and cover, it's a missile. Did you know there's dynamite in missiles? But they're not heavy enough to be real. Well, I mean, wait. They're just really well-made toys. What are these rolls of paper stuck in the trash can? Theft of the Mazarin Stone, the Great Albatross Strategy. Theft of the Immortal Goddess Statue, the Great Knuckle Bomber Strategy. Did the police even investigate this place? After you finish this game, you have to watch the Ace Attorney anime bloopers. They're so funny, I can't stop thinking about the ones for this case. The anime only covers up to the end of this game, right? I don't think it goes into the Apollo games. So I'm probably good to watch everything after I finish this game. Ah, man, I'm thirsty today. I don't know what it is. I hope I'm not coming down with like an illness or anything. I'll make sure I sleep a lot tonight. I don't feel bad. It's just that I'm drinking a lot today. Hey, Nick, look on top of the chair. Looks like an envelope and a letter. Well, don't just stand there. Come on, let's read it. Maya, you know we shouldn't do that. She's literally right there watching us. We can't just pick stuff up. What are you talking about? That letter could be an important clue. No way. You can't just go reading a private letter because you feel like it. It's not just because I feel like it. It really could be important. If I was sure it was a clue, I guess I wouldn't mind. Is this floating? It doesn't touch after Ace Attorney 3. I think it also has an original case or two. Does it really? Ooh, that's fun. That's really fun. I've seen up to, I think I just watched the first 2 cases. I think I watched like the first 3 or 4 episodes. Oh, that's cute. It's called a hot air balloon, you know. There's no fooling you. Maya's bringing the brains out today. I want to make my own balloon now. I'll even let you ride in it, Nick. That emblem on the balloon is supposed to be top secret. That's proof enough that Ron DeLite really is mask to mask. I'd better not tell Maya. She gets kind of scary when it comes to celebrities. What? Maybe when Ron puts on the mask, he just becomes a totally different person. Bunch of cheap costume pieces arranged inside a nice frame. Look, Nick, a fake beard. We could pretend to be the judge. There's also a mask made out of cardboard. Try this fake beard on. Come on, try it. Now put on the mask. Can I see what I look like? Please? Please? It's Phoenix Damask. Let's borrow it for a while. Maya, you can't just steal everything. If we're going to steal anything, we're going back to Luke Atmey's place, and we're stealing the big portrait of his off the wall, because that would be really funny. That's the only thing I want to steal. Well, it doesn't look like there's anything else for me to inspect here. I wonder if there's anything that I can show her. No, we've already done that. Maya's a kleptomaniac. I love it. It is fun. Let's see, what else? I'll show her this. I feel like it's probably not going to do anything. No. Ooh, what if I show her mask to mask? Ms. Delight, you must know, right? About your husband and mask to mask? Mask to mask? Of course. I know all about it. My husband is his biggest fan. There it is. I was like, you seem way too calm for someone whose husband just turned himself in. I don't think she knows. Yep. What? Huh? Biggest fan? Yeah, and Ronnie can be pretty delusional sometimes. Whew, I'll say. That's how this whole misunderstanding happened. Wait a minute, did you say delusional? Yeah, that's right. I just don't know what I'm going to do with him. You see, Ronnie actually believes that he is mask to mask. Okay, so maybe she does know, but she's just like, you know what? He gets himself in these situations all the time. This is nothing new. He'll be fine in a week. I'm sure it'll all work out. What are you talking about? What the heck? Right? Was there something that he wanted to talk to her about? Oh, here we go. Delusions. So, when did Ron first become mask to mask? What are you talking about? He's not mask to mask. Wait a second. Look around at this room. This place is obviously his hideout. No, you're totally wrong. A real thief's hideout wouldn't look like this. It's because Ronnie's so timid himself that he looks up to heroic figures. Has he heard of the Nickel Samurai? Heroic figures? But Mask to Mask is a bad guy. Yeah, but he's cool. So he's deluded, huh? Could that really be true? Anyway, if he really had stolen the urn, wouldn't he still have it? I mean, I suppose so. Then why don't you ask him if he has the urn or not? She has a point. Mr. Delight isn't exactly the criminal type, but something about Ron's behavior bothers me. Maybe it's true. Maybe Mr. Delight isn't mask to mask after all. Say, can I ask you something, Nicky boy? What is it? I know I may seem like a bad girl on the outside, but the one thing I won't stand for is illegal activity. I had a feeling you wouldn't. You're tough, but I can tell you've got a good heart. Somebody framed my poor Ronnie. I just know it. Could you give this to Ronnie for me? A letter? Yeah, for Ronnie. I want him to fight back. Miss Delight? Okay, you've got it. Just relax and leave it all to us. Desiree's letter added to the court record. Addressed to her husband, apparently contains something important. Interesting. I can believe that someone's trying to set him up. I just wonder, he's going along with it so willingly. I wonder how they convinced him. I mean, if he's actually deludes himself into thinking he's mask to mask, I guess that's one thing. And I guess someone could take advantage of that, maybe? Ron's got some intense music. Is she the stealer? No, she says she doesn't stand for illegal activity, and I believe her. I mean, maybe. Maybe she's a really good liar. Because the assassin, Shelley DeKiller, said that he valued client trust and that he would tell the truth. And then he's like, Adrian Andrews hired me. And I was like, what? So I could be wrong. But I don't think she took it. That's right. Here. This is from your wife. From Desi? Thank you. Letter given to Mask to Mask. Actually, more like taken. My dear Ronnie, how are you? I'm doing fine. He's clutching onto that letter so hard the ink is going to be squeezed out. He looks so happy. You should write a letter to Mystic Maya too, Nick. Mr. Lawyer, in the letter that Desi wrote, she said, ask this guy to be your lawyer. Huh? I know this would be asking a lot, but could you please take my case? My trial starts tomorrow. Hang on a second. He can't be your lawyer. Why not? What do you mean, why not? We're the victims in this case, right? Victims of this Damask guy. Well, yeah, but according to Desiree, he didn't do it. She said, poor man, he's deluded himself into thinking he did it. Right, Mr. Nick? Come on, she could be lying to protect her husband. Well, that's true. No, actually, it's not. He's picking up Ron's speaking patterns. At least no murder today. Yeah, this is interesting. It's a little bit different. Still a pretty big case, though. It's not like, you know, it's not small theft. Oh, no, it's spreading. Oh, please. I'll give you the treasure of your choice in return. What should I do? I'll take his case. Well, Mr. Delight, I've decided to give it a try. I'll defend you. Really? You will? Hey, what are you doing, Nick? He's a thief. You can't trust him. Well, he may be a thief, but I think there's more to this case than meets the eye. Mr. Nick, I was wrong about you. I shouldn't have trusted you. Pearls? I can't believe you'd defend this person after what he did to Mystic Maya. I'll never forgive you. Oh, no. No, Pearl, you don't understand. Aww. This is going to be ugly. I'll go after her. Aww. Pearl, no, it's not like that. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. Well, you couldn't have known she'd react like that. I guess I might as well start investigating. Oh, Maya, where's Pearls? She said she's going back to the office. Go check in on her later, would you? And what about you? Are you okay with me taking the case? Yeah, I'm fine, Nick. I believe in you. Oh, no, they're little best friends. I know you have a lot of work to do. I really appreciate it. Okay, Nick, let's get this show on the road. All right, let's. But first, we gotta go. We gotta go set the record straight with Pearl. Mr. Nick, welcome back. Hey, Pearls, you're back too, I see. I went and bought us a strawberry cake. Okay, she's in much better spirits. I'll go make some tea to have with it. Hey, Pearls. It looks like she feels really bad about what happened at the detention center. Aww. Mystic Maya, your tea's ready. Come on, Mr. Nick. Please have some of this cake. Yeah, thanks. Pearls. Excuse me, I was in the middle of cleaning the toilet. She's cleaning the toilet now? How often do we clean the toilet? I'm all for cleaning the toilet, but it seems a little excessive at this point. Hey, it's okay. I just cleaned it this morning. Too late. This might be a good time for me to ask about her. I first met Pearls a year ago. It was when that murder happened at Karain Village. I still remember what she said to me when we first met. You're Mr. Nick, right? You're Mystic Maya's special someone? Hey, Maya, I've always thought it was because she was young, but Pearls, I think she's got the wrong idea about you and me. Huh? There's something you need to understand. What is it? It's kind of like a Karain Village custom, sort of. A custom? There are hardly any men in Karain Village. Interesting. Now that you mention it, I never actually saw any men there when I visited. Wait, yeah. Yeah, wait, he's right. I'm pretty sure I told you about it a long time ago. About how spiritual powers run very strong in the Fae family. You did, and that's why you're undergoing training to be a spirit medium, right? Yeah, the thing is, Only women can actually inherit the spiritual power. That's why the whole culture of Karain Village kinda revolves around its women. That's understandable. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, but because of that, there tends to be a lot of unsuccessful marriages. No? Well, men start to feel left out after a while, and then they just start leaving. Especially if the man has a daughter. Are you saying that Pearl's father... Aww. He's gone. He left the village when she was really young. Boy, that's tough. And she grew up seeing nothing but unhappy marriages all around her. That's why she's so sensitive to things like that. Aww, Pearls! Pearl seems to love you a lot. Well, it's because I'm her only cousin, and because of the murder case last year, Pearlie's mother is... Yeah. I remember now. Pearl's mother, Morgan Fay. She's serving a prison term in isolation right now. Well, she didn't get the death penalty, huh? That's good for Pearl. So you see, I'm the only family Pearlie has right now. But it's the same for me, too. My mother's gone. Pearls only has Maya and Phoenix now. We are literally her only family. And on top of that, she doesn't... I mean, with her mom behind bars, she doesn't really have, like, a mom or a dad. It is kind of just us, huh? So your mother's still missing? Yeah, and no one has any idea where she is. Maya's mother, Misty Fay, the current master of the Karain channeling technique. She disappeared 17 years ago after getting involved in a certain police case. Wow, it has been so long since we touched on this. Holy moly. Are we going to revolve back around to the case involving their mother like it was mentioned in the first game? I hope so. I love when things connect like that. But you're sure she's still alive, right? Yeah, I know she is. It's sort of a spirit medium thing. And if your mother doesn't come back, then what? Then according to the laws of the village, I'll become the next master. Mystic Maya, the master of the Karain technique. Sounds like a heavy responsibility. Yeah, but there's no one else with the blood of the Fey main family who's a spirit medium. Well, Nick, why don't we go out and start investigating? We're not going to learn anything just from sitting around the office. I know, but first I want to talk to Pearls. Mr. Nick? Yeah? I acted like a baby. It's okay, Pearls! It's okay! I doubted you, even though Mystic Maya trusts you completely. I guess I still have a lot of training to do. Mr. Nick, from the bottom of my heart, I apologize for what I said. It's okay, Pearls. I'm the one who should be apologizing. Well, I'm going out for now for a little bit. Where are you going? I may be small, but I still have a lot of spirit channeling power. So I'm going to show you I can be useful too by finding some evidence. Hey, wait a... She sure runs fast. Nick, let's back off and give her some room, okay? Little character development for Pearls. How about that? I love Maya. She has so much on her shoulders. But she's just like, well, I don't want to think about that. Let's solve crime instead. She's very much, don't focus on the sad stuff. Focus on the happy stuff. Which is very admirable when you consider she's been on trial for murder twice. And also been kidnapped and held hostage. And starved. And like, yeah. Yeah, I gotta say, we can learn a lot from Maya, I think. She's gonna get kidnapped. Also, don't even say that. Don't even put that voodoo out there. Let's see. Let's go and see if our buddy's back. He's not. I wonder, though. Nah, it's not worth. We'll examine this when we come back. Her mom went missing. Her father's not to be mentioned. Her sister died. Her aunt tried to frame her. Yeah, I forgot that her aunt tried to frame her. Jeez, man. And she's still like, let's go get burgers. Meanwhile, I have like one thing go just a little bit wrong, and I'm like, my whole day's ruined. Everything is a disaster. I could learn a thing or two from her. Adrian Andrews, I've never seen you so expressive before. Maya. Oh, Ms. Andrews. I'm so sorry. It's my fault. Your precious urn. Your precious urn. Please calm down. What's wrong? It never ends. Everything I touch ends in failure. Maya, I'm sorry. I'll do anything to make it up to you. No, it's okay. I know I don't look it, but I'm good with my hands. I could make you another urn. Hold on. Just wait, okay? Calm down. Talk to us. Forgive me. Forgive me. So when did you get the calling card from Mask to Mask? Let's see. Exactly 10 days ago? I was going to show it to the police, but that detective stopped me. He did he? So you asked Detective Atme to help with security? Yes. In fact, it was about 20 days ago that I hired him. He seemed to know much more about Mask to Mask than the police. So you hired him for security even before the calling card arrived? Well, yes, I had a premonition that something bad might happen. I've learned to trust my hunches. That's right, you believe in yourself, Adrian. And don't you forget it. So that's why there are security cameras, even in the basement warehouse. Yes, Lordly Taylor is very serious about their security measures. It was their way of saying, bring it on to any potential thieves. He sure brought it all right, and even left a nice souvenir. Can you tell us a bit about the security for the treasure exhibit? It was all my fault. I never should have called this paltry little collection a treasure exhibit anyway. Why do you say that? The urn that was stolen is a pretty important object. Maybe, but its actual value after appraisal was, well, practically zero. I'm sure being broken a couple times and put back together incorrectly probably didn't help the value, did it? Zero? I polished it until it was just about glowing. I thought maybe I could make it look more valuable. I like this Adrian Andrews when she's coming out of her shell. But that urn contains the soul of Mystic Ami. Anyway, I left all the security arrangements to Detective Atme. But 5 days ago, I began receiving all sorts of other exhibit items from Karain. Lots of people started going in and out of the warehouse down there. So maybe one of them was actually Mask to Mask in disguise. No, I personally checked out everyone that came through here, so that's not possible. Knowing Adrian, she probably even checked out what they ate for breakfast that morning. Let's see. Ms. Andrews. I know, it's all my fault. That's not what I'm saying, Adrian. It's okay. Everything's fine. But what's done is done. I'll make it up to you by making a new urn. I'm just wasting my time. She's too far gone. Nope, it doesn't look like we're gonna get anything out of her, it seems. For now, we shall move on. Nothing new going on here. We've already examined all this stuff. Oh, but it's giving us new info, potentially. It looks like it's been dry for several days. There's something suspicious about this paint mark. The bottom left part of it is shaped oddly, and it's shocking pink. I don't see how the color of the paint is in any way important. Well, because, Phoenix, of this box right here, buddy, which we've also already inspected. I might be doing circles here. That's the box that had the sacred urn in it. Okay, yeah, we've done all this, so it's not here that we need to be. Let's go back here. Maybe we can examine this stuff, or maybe there is something to present to her. Nope, she is at her wit's end, unfortunately. This expression is so funny. She's so much more expressive in this game. We could maybe present a profile. Nope. We are not getting anywhere. All right, let's look around here. The folding screen of Karain's sacred writings, but I can't read what it says. But I thought it was some kind of important spell. Yeah, my mother read it and taught me to memorize it. I'll be in trouble if I ever forget it. Looks like the Karain channeling school is teetering dangerously on the edge. I don't think there's anything in here, though, that screams evidence off rip, right? That's probably where the sacred urn was going to be displayed. Yeah, I guess so. Should I put my attorney's badge there? You know, as a replacement? I would say it's just as valuable, Phoenix. Go ahead. I think it's a little too small for that. What about my Magatama? Now you're being silly. That's definitely too small. Certainly we have to use my Magatama. Is this an actual layout of Karain Village? That's kind of cool. Got a great idea. We can make a miniature of your office. We can make little miniature. Let's get Lego Phoenix, Lego Maya. We'll put them in the little village. It's okay, Adrian. Don't beat yourself up. We'll be back. Aha! Here we go. Atme Detective Agency. Hello? Well, well, how lovely it is to see you again, my dear. Welcome to my abode. Relax and soak up the atmosphere. We're actually kind of... Shh. Silence. Precisely as I expected. What is it? Zvari! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. A lawyer and a spirit medium. Am I correct? I have deja vu. I think we've already been through this. Ha! So my estimation was correct. Zvari, how truly elegant. Now then, what can I do for you? You can start by acting just a bit more, I don't know, normal. You mentioned before that you were on guard duty all alone last night. Precisely. This is my 5th encounter with my archenemy. I refuse to allow anyone to interfere with the rightful pursuit of my prey. I heard you've been after Mask Damask since his very first theft. Yes, my dear, I see you've done your homework. In his very first heist, that vile thief pilfered the famous jewel, the Tear of Emanon. I first encountered him in the museum's Sacred Hall, the crime scene itself. So, that's why you were hired as security for the treasure exhibit? I'm pretty sure he said that Adrian Andrews hired him. Yes, I borrowed some equipment from Lordly Taylor and set the perfect trap. You must mean the security camera. But I thought you were watching the area yourself, too. So how did Mask Damask manage to steal the urn? That's the million-dollar question. What is Damask's modus operandi? Mr. Atme, did you know about the urn? I'm interested in only one thing, my dear, and that is Mask Damask. Sacred urn? Huh, that has nothing to do with this case. Well, I wouldn't go that far. But wasn't that whole Mask Damask stole this time? I am a hunter, sir. The urn was nothing more than a lure to catch my prey. But you didn't catch him, that's the problem. Do you yourselves remember the shape of the individual peanuts you throw to pigeons? I don't think I like this guy's attitude, me either. Well, anyway, it looks like he doesn't know about the urn. But what about his M.O.? There's something that's kind of bothering me. Please, my dear, ask me anything you like. After all, we are all but seekers wandering alone in the dark. Well, I was wondering how Mask Damask managed to steal the urn. I mean, isn't it strange that you don't seem to know? Yeah, now that you mention it, it is strange. After all, you were on guard that night at the scene of the crime. I don't see how this guy isn't more of a suspect. I feel like he's really fishy. Unless you were sound asleep, you should have at least seen Mask Damask. He's like, Oh, a little psych lock action? Okay. A psych lock. Psych lock? Does Maya know about psych lock? She has to. Yes, she does. Hey, Nick, what is this psych lock thing? Well, your Magatama lets me see when people are keeping secrets. By breaking their mental locks, I can find out what those secrets are. What? This Magatama has that kind of power? Maya, you're the one who gave me this Magatama last year. Well, wait, I thought it was Pearl that gave it to me. No, maybe it was Maya. Well, it's true that this Magatama is a prized Fae family heirloom, but Pearly was the one that actually imbued it with spiritual powers, right? Aha, that's it. That's why I don't really know much about what it can do. So Pearls is kind of OP, right? This is the woman that's going to take over the Karain channeling school someday, huh? So how do you do it? How do you break the psych lock thing? Well, you present the Magatama to the person with the secret. Cool. I can't wait to see it in action. Come on, try it out. Oh boy. I think the future master still needs to learn how to be patient. Well, alright. I can't guarantee we have the evidence to back it up yet, but why not give it a whirl? Mask to Masks M.O. I feel so bad for Maya, I know. I know. Detective Atme. You were standing guard at the scene of the crime. There's no way you didn't see Mask to Mask commit the crime. Well now, I can hardly see why you're so positive about that. Yes, indeed, I was guarding the warehouse, that much is true, but I can tell you for certain that not a single person passed through that door. I'm not sure why, but this Atme guy is lying through his teeth. I'll show him some proof. Detective Atme, I have here proof that someone did go through the door last night. I do? I do! I do have proof. And that proof is... We don't... Oh, wait! It was moved the night of the crime. That could be it, right? I don't know if this is going to work. Probably not. How very interesting that you would present such a thing to me, Luke Atme, ace detective. Unfortunately, it is meaningless. You need to go home, take a long, cold shower, and get a good night rest, sir lawyer. I guess that's a miss. Well then, is there something else I can do for you? Maybe I don't have enough evidence yet. That's true, it could be dangerous for me to push on, but I need to break him. Nah, no evidence, I don't have it yet. Let's revisit all your evidence, huh? I don't think I have enough. Okay. What would prove that someone did come through the door? Not that. Not that. Not that. Wasn't bent before the crime. The warehouse camera went off once. I don't think I have it. I mean, I guess the warehouse camera going off is a little suspicious. I just don't know if that'll fly. I guess there's no harm in trying. Let's see. The warehouse camera went off at around 1 a.m. on the night of the crime. Would that prove that someone came through the door, though? I don't know. Let's do this. Let's go back and see if we can find something. Dun, 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 dun. Anything that can prove that this guy, the camera was pointed at the door. You are right. If the camera went off, though. No, you are right. Our precious urn was right there on the other side of these doors. And according to the security camera data, someone was in there last night. Okay, there you go. There you go. Yep, yep. There we go. this place. This guy is sketchy, man. I was right. I gotta have more confidence in myself. Da 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 da. Oh, jeez, it's literally pointed right there in the snapshot he shows me. I'm not sure why, but his Atme guy's lying through his teeth. I'll show him some proof. Detective Atme, I have here proof that someone did go through that door that night. There was a security camera set up at the scene of the crime. It should have automatically taken a photo of anyone that went through that door. Precisely. I hope you don't mind, but we've already gotten our hands on the camera data. As you can see, the camera went off exactly. Oh, I'm dumb. I thought by it saying the camera went off, I thought it meant that the camera shut down and stopped working. Not that it took the picture. That's why I was confused. Okay, I see now. I see. But my monocle didn't catch anyone in its flash. It must be some kind of computer malfunction. It must be. Maybe it was your monocle that malfunctioned. What? Are you saying that I didn't do my duty properly? Detective Atme, you must have seen the thief last night. The question is, why are you trying to hide it? If he's hiding it, there must be some reason. Some reason that he desperately wants to keep hidden. And I've got just the piece of evidence to prove it. I do? Let's suppose you didn't manage to see Mask Damask. In that case, the reason you didn't at the time was because you were fast asleep, you were using the bathroom, or you were unconscious. Let's try. Okay, so it was 1 a.m., so I don't think him being asleep is a far stretch, right? It's pretty late at night. Unconscious, though. Unconscious? And we know, okay, I understand it. He doesn't want to tell us that he saw him because he fought Mask Damask. And he lost because he got hit in the head with the sword that's now bent. I'm afraid that making a guess is not enough. Time to put your money where your mouth is. Show me your evidence. I will gladly, because this Shichi Shito here is bent. Don't look at how bent, because someone in my team might have picked it up and hit me with it. But it was bent before that, I assure you. Detective Atme. That's a fair thought, honestly. That's what I thought. A little, he's misunderstood a little bit. Misunderstood, but I'm still smart. You were knocked unconscious by the thief, weren't you? Okay, so maybe this guy isn't Mask Damask, but he's still sketchy. Surely you must be joking. You think that I, Luke Atme, could be knocked unconscious so easily? This sword proves it. Before the theft, this sword was in the hand of the statue of Ami Faye. Furthermore, at that time, it was not bent. There's only one explanation. You were struck on the head and knocked unconscious by this sword. Well, detective, how about it? I'm impressed. You truly are an ace attorney. Or maybe I'm an ace detective myself, huh? Unlock successful. Ooh, we get a health recharge. I can't deny that there may be a small hint of truth in what you say. So you were knocked out when the thief first clobbered you? Clobber. What an ugly way of saying it. But I suppose you could put it that way. The coward struck at the precise moment that I turned to look at the computer. So you never noticed that the thief had entered the warehouse? No. The coward must have wormed his way in through somewhere besides the door. Perhaps the air ducts or the sewer pipes. Then my arch nemesis struck me on the head from behind with this gruesome item here. Ouch! Mr. Atme should have his poor head examined. I think he should have had it examined long before this incident happened. You could say that again. How could he have underestimated the thief that badly? Shichi Shito updated in the court record. Damask knocked Atme out during the crime with a blow to the back of the head. Well, it looks like we got one thing cleared up anyway. That Atme is the greatest detective in the world? How'd you pull that from all this? No, that he never actually saw the thief. Oh, because he was hit in the back of the head. So the thief may not even be masked to mask. Just one moment, Sir Lawyer. The thief was unquestionably masked to mask. But you never actually saw him. Perhaps so, but I installed a security camera for just such a contingency. Last night, the camera went off exactly once. Behold, this is a photo of the dastardly thief taken by the security camera. Well, he's wearing a mask, all right. That's him. Mask to mask. Photo of storeroom entrance taken by the camera on the night of the crime. The thief can be none other than the arch-criminal Mask to Mask. After all, he has a very good reason for committing such brazen crimes. What are you talking about? So, what did you mean by he had a very good reason? Exactly that. Mr. Delight had a very good reason to dress up and commit those crimes. Now, how does he know that... Oh, because this guy probably went public with it, right? When he turned himself in? There should be a green envelope somewhere in his room. I remember that. We actually yelled at Maya and told her not to touch it. You'll need to go and investigate. But how would you know about that? Have you forgotten? You're speaking to the finest ace detective ever to walk on the face of the earth. The most brilliant mind since, well, ever. Look at me. Well, I guess we better go take a look, just in case. And that, my friends, is a pretty good stopping point, I think. When we return, we will go read that letter. And then we'll probably continue on to what I assume will be the first day of what? Maybe a 2-day trial? We'll see. We'll see. I don't think any case in the second game, even though the last case was pretty long, I don't think any case ended up going the full 3 days, did it? Good progress? I think so. I think the back-to-back worked quite nice, to be honest with you. I think it was nice. I liked it. I can't guarantee we'll do it every week, but I would like to do it when I can. I would probably like to do it next week. This was fun. This was fun. I don't know what I'm going to play Friday yet, but I am going to stream Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern, as always. And as a reminder, it's not on the schedule, but I do have a long-form video coming out tomorrow around 6 p.m. Eastern. So keep an eye out for it. Other than that, whether you are just waking up in the morning, stopping by on your lunch break, or settling in after dinner, thanks for hanging out and having a cup of coffee with me. And I will see you in the next one. See ya!